Welcome to Ingram Micro's Xvantage Integrations Hub demo for Salesforce CPQ. Today, we will go over how to navigate to the Integrations Hub, search and install your app, and connect your quoting and ordering metrics back into Xvantage. First, log into Xvantage. Once you're on the home page, hover over the left side menu and click into the Integrations Hub. Here, you are able to search for specific apps, filter by category, manage your installed apps, and see an overview of installation guides from the Learn page. Let's go over app installation now. Let's search for your app, Salesforce CPQ. We'll filter by the CPQ category, and Salesforce CPQ is one of the top options. Let's click on it now. On this app installation page, we can see a description of the application, screenshots, resources, and the option to install. Once you click Install, confirm the accuracy of the information in this authentication form, then click Connect. Now, you must log in with your Salesforce credentials. Once logged in, we must set up our configurations for triggers and data mapping between Xvantage and Salesforce. These prerequisites are crucial for getting your app to work correctly. As you can see, there are currently 6 different fields available to activate, with more coming in the future. Keep in mind that these triggers are case-sensitive, so the name you choose here must be the same as the name we choose later in Salesforce. Click into each trigger and activate them by clicking this button here. The names of our custom fields will be Get Ingram Micro Order Details, Get Ingram Micro Quote Details, Get Ingram Micro P&A, Get Invoice Details, Create an Ingram Micro Quote, and Create an Ingram Micro Order. After this is complete, scroll down to the Data Mapping section. We must map our quote number, but it is a good idea to map all relevant fields listed here. For this example, we'll make our Ingram Micro Quote number map to our tracking number in Salesforce. Now we can save our changes. Back at the top of the screen, there will also be the option to enable your app. After all your data mapping tasks are complete, you can click Enable. Now the app installation is complete. Next to this button is a link to Salesforce, so let's click into it now. The first thing we must do in Salesforce is change our tracking number character limit from 10 to 25. This change is critical as the data shared through the tracking number field on Xvantage consistently exceeds 10 characters. Without increasing the limit in Salesforce, tracking numbers or quote names may be cut off, resulting in incomplete data being transmitted through the two systems. First, click on the Settings icon on the top right of your screen, then click on Setup. From this Setup screen, click on this search bar on the left-hand side and type in Object Manager. Click on the Object Manager search result, and again we will use this search bar to search for opportunity. Select this first option now. From this screen, click on the Fields and Relationships tab from the left-hand menu. Click into the search bar once again and search for tracking number. Now, we can click into the tracking number menu. Click on Edit. Scroll down to Text Options, change this value to 25, and save. Now, we can replicate our custom fields that we set up in Xvantage, including Create Quote, Pricing and Availability, Quote Details, Create Order, Order Details, and Invoice Details. Keep in mind, this process is the same each time you create a new custom field, so feel free to rewind and revisit this part of the demo anytime you need a refresher. The button for creating these custom checkboxes also lives in the Fields and Relationships tab within the Object Manager, so it's a good idea to keep this page open after switching the tracking number settings and familiarizing yourself with the navigation process up to this point. In the Fields and Relationships tab, click the New button here and select the checkbox option. Click on Next here, and you can now fill out your new field label, name, description, and help text. Again, the field names are case-sensitive, so make sure they match the names you entered in Xvantage. Leave the default value as unchecked, so you can choose to toggle it on or off for creating each Ingram Micro quote. Once everything is filled out, you can click Next. On this screen, you can check which users and profiles your custom field is visible to. Be sure to only check the boxes in the visible column. If the boxes are checked in the Read Only column, the field will not work for those users. Click Next again, and you will get a final overview of your new custom checkbox. If everything looks good, click Save. You may now repeat this process for getting Ingram Micro quote details and get Ingram Micro pricing and availability. For ordering, you will also need to create 3 more custom fields for creating an Ingram Micro quote, getting quote details, and invoice details. Once we have created all our custom fields, we can start the process for pulling pricing and availability. Click this icon in the top left corner, called App Launcher, and click into the Opportunities app. Now, click on the New button to start a new opportunity. We can now add our opportunity name, close date, account name, and stage. Please note, the close date must be within 30 days of opportunity creation. The accounts must be set up before creating this opportunity, and they will be searchable here. And since we're pulling pricing and availability, the stage should be set to proposal/price quote. Now let's click Save. We're now in our opportunity summary page. Let's add a product to this opportunity. Please note, a price book must already be set up with Ingram Micro's SKUs available in order to pull product catalog information. Let's click this drop-down next to Products and click Add Products. Select whatever product you would like to pull information for and click Next. This will show all products we've selected, and we must choose a quantity for each and click Save. You'll notice that your products have been added under the Products widget, and the opportunity amount listed in the Stage History widget has been updated. Let's now click Edit on the top right of your screen and click the Get Ingram Micro P&A checkbox. Notice all our custom fields will be listed here. Once you save, you can see your successful task located in the Notes and Attachments widget. Please note, you must remember to remove the price and availability trigger after your task is completed successfully to avoid multiple submissions. Let's create a new quote. Either click into the App Launcher and search for quotes, or simply click on the Quotes tab at the top of your screen here. Once in the Quotes page, click on New. You must choose a previously existing opportunity to use for your new quote. We can use the opportunity we created while getting Ingram Micro P&A details. You must also select an account, primary contact, and an expiration date within 30 days. After this, you can click Save. We're now in our Quote Details page. Now, we can add products and edit product lines. Let's click Edit Lines at the top right, and we'll be brought to a quote editing screen. Let's click Add Products now. From your list of products, select the ones you want and click Select at the top right of the screen. Now, we must adjust the quantity for each item and click Save. Back on our Quote Details page, we can now choose to either create an Ingram Micro quote, get Ingram Micro quote details, or pull P&A information from our 3 custom fields we previously created. We'll select Create Quote for this example. This will trigger a quote to be created in Xvantage, and if we click into this related tab, we will see that our task was completed successfully in the Notes and Attachments section. What does this look like in Xvantage? Once you click your custom checkbox to create an Ingram Micro quote, your quote will simultaneously be created in Xvantage. Simply click into the Related Info tab here, scroll down to Notes and Attachments, and click into the note that says Quote Successfully Created. Here, you will find your Ingram Micro quote ID, Salesforce quote number, owner, and more. Now, we can copy this Ingram Micro quote ID and head into Xvantage. From the Xvantage homepage, Let's hover over the left side menu, click My Business, then click Quotes. We can paste our quote ID in this search bar, and our quote will populate. Click into your quote to see all relevant quote details. Let's now jump back into Salesforce to review retrieving quote details from Xvantage using our custom fields. Similarly, to get quote details, we can go back into our Details tab, select the Get Ingram Micro Quote Details checkbox, and click Save. Back in the Related tab, we will see our Quote Details task in the Notes and Attachments section. If you need to pull quote details for a quote that did not originate in Salesforce, simply copy the quote ID from Xvantage and paste it into the corresponding details field that you originally mapped the quote ID to during the Salesforce application setup. For example, in the Salesforce configuration page, we set the Ingram Micro quote number to exist in the tracking number field within an opportunity. Since the quote number did not transfer over in Salesforce, we can paste our Ingram Micro quote ID there when we create a new opportunity for this quote. Let's create an order. Similarly to creating a quote, we can either search for the Orders page within the app launcher or click the Orders tab at the top of the screen. Let's click New and fill out our mandatory information, including account name, set the status to draft, and order start date. Please note, do not select the Create Ingram Micro Order checkbox yet, since our order is not ready to be submitted. For now, we'll just click Save. Let's click Add Products, choose a price book, and select our products. Be sure to remember the product code listed next to the product name from the Add Products screen, since it must be re-entered when adding an item to your order. Let's click Next. Choose our quantities, enter our product code, and save. You will see that your products have been added to the products list here. If your order is ready for submission, you can click on the Details tab here, scroll down to your custom checkboxes, click the Edit icon, and check the Create Ingram Micro Order button. Once you click Save, you can mark the order as active at the top of the screen, then click the Mark Status as Complete button right below it. You will now be able to see the order status back in the Related Info tab within the Notes and Attachments section at the bottom of the page. Similarly, we can pull order details by clicking back into the Details tab on any activated order, scrolling down to the Get Ingram Micro Order Details checkbox and selecting it, and clicking on the task in the Notes and Attachments section. The same process is true for invoice details as well, and this is the information you will get when clicking into the Invoice Details task in the Notes section. This concludes our demo of the Xvantage Integrations Hub and Salesforce CPQ installation and application setup. If you have any questions, please refer to the startup guides provided to you from your Ingram Micro rep or reach out to them directly. Thank you for watching.